learner is here on the sign up page. They enter their information and tap sign up or use single sign on. The splash screen here tells them what is the value that QuickWord brings. Well, you can do review stints with reduced screen time mode, slow, steady growth. They can enter their personal info here. They can also choose to skip so that we can broaden our user base, is to have preset languages that the learner can choose from. And just why they're learning it, this will help us market our app and understand the different uses that our app can fulfill. So let's say this person uses it to talk to friends. Here we go, onboarding here. Vietnamese has been added to your vocab map. Start learning a new lesson here. Tells them how many of these screens there are, 1 of 5. Once you've learned a word, you can review it here. For tired eyes, try out the reduced screen time mode. Try out stuff you just learned in a convo. Interesting. Add your own flashcards and folders or add another language with the plus menu. Okay. Message your friends, set reminders and other things here. All done. Let's say our user just learned a new word in Vietnamese and they want to add a flashcard. They can go in the plus menu, tap on add card. The word is apple, Vietnamese is tao. They can also record it with the mic, organize it into the folder Vietnamese language, hit save. They got a few different ways that they can go about this because people think so differently. It's also for ease of use, because what if they create a folder called food in Vietnamese and save that? And then from there, they can add in apple, tao, and food save. This allows people to create their own subcategories as well. Another way is to go into vocab map. Vocab map gives the learner a high-level view of all the subcategories of, let's say, the Vietnamese language. So here you can see there's food, there's pronouns. Apple is food, fits better there. So let's say they do that, they hit save. Oh, it's already saved. Okay, cool. So let's say they add a card, apple, tao, into the food subcategory, hit save. And there we go. So those are the 3 different ways a person can add a new word or a flashcard. Let's say our learner wants to try a review. Our review is all preset. This reduces cognitive load for our learner who's already tired from work. They only have quick 5 minutes to do a learning stint. So the timer is already preset. They can increase or decrease it easily. The category has been preset. It's recommended, but they scroll this way. They can choose any other category. All they have to do is hit start. There's a sound file that can play. The learner can hear what this word sounds like. Tap when they're ready. So did they get it right? Did they think Kwai Tai was potato? Yes, no, yeah, but it was a bit hard. So they just tap apple. So they have to type their answer. There's a line here. How would they write apple? Oh, they got it wrong. Try again. Oh, there we go. They got it right. Joy, so they type their answer in here. Yay, they got it right. Okay, at the end of a review stint, so this timer up here would count down from 5 minutes. This is to increase the likelihood that a learner will finish a practice session. It's to help boost motivation. Maybe they want to quit and they see the timer. It's like they've only got 40 seconds left anyway. Telling them exactly how many words they review. Every little bit counts, a bit of a motivator. So they can do another stint. Maybe their colleagues are still not yet back from their coffee break, or they can do it in a bit. Now the dashboard highlights the new activity. You learned and reviewed 12 words and has a call to action to reduce cognitive load. Maybe they could try ordering some pho and some chat practice here. But let's say our learner wants to change the reminder settings for reviews. They could go into review, 2 different ways they can go about this, and hit the gear icon. They can change reminders, set the time, the day they want, and hit save, saved. An alternate way is that they go into the profile icon where all the general settings are, tap on reminders, and again, the time, the day, they set it themselves, and saved. So let's say our learner has a coffee break, wants to do a review session, but their eyes are so fatigued from screen use, looking on their phone, looking at a computer, working all day. Maybe they want to turn on reduce screen time mode. They can go into review and just tap reduce screen time mode. Reduce screen time mode is on. and it's on. This hasn't been built out yet, but the idea is that now when they interact with the review session, they don't actually need to look at their screen. They can just use earphones or some haptic feedback, voice commands. Another way that they can turn screen time mode on is to go into the gear icon instead and turn that on. Another way is to go into the profile icon and turn that screen time on. So there are a few different ways for them to access this mode. And as I'm making this video, I've already done usability testing. So the new change is here to have that screen time mode button right on the dashboard so the user can access it more easily. That is the end of my prototype walkthrough for this low fidelity prototype. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. Thanks.